Join us as we search Alaska and beyond for mysterious creatures, featuring Beans Baxter and Rob Roy Menzies. This is the Alaska Bigfoot Studies. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Alaska Bigfoot Studies. I really appreciate all the viewers. Shout out to Jomo and the kids. We've been doing this Sunday morning Bigfoot cartoon Chuke goodness for 2.5 years, something like that. But you can go to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. You can look at the playlists and you'll see the Bigfoot playlist, and you can just listen to all of them if you're on a road trip or something. It actually made it into a podcast. So thank you all. And I wanted to talk about a subject that I get a lot of flack for. So a lot of times people will be, Chuke, I came to the channel for your 10mm and your bear stuff, and you're talking about Bigfoot. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's no Bigfoot. So I wanted to share with you why I actually believe in Bigfoot. Number one, I just think it's fun. When I think about Bigfoot, it excites my imagination, just like UFOs, UAP, all that kind of stuff. It is a blast. It's super interesting to delve into. If it is true, it would be amazing. And I just have fun on these expeditions. Most of the time, we're just cooking and exploring a new place and drinking massive amounts of coffee and hanging out with the dogs at the campsite. And then we have some pretty amazing expeditions, and sometimes we find some curious things. So that's probably number one, just the passion. I've always been interested in it, and it's just a lot of fun. Now, one thing that I will say is another reason why I believe in it is all the eyewitness accounts. And you take that and you mix that with all the lore that have gone back the last several hundred years, and then beyond that into the native peoples of North America. Just about every tribe can tell you that they have some sort of belief in a hairy man, a wild man, a Sasquatch, that type of thing. And you take those stories and you mix them with the eyewitness encounters, and there's got to be something there. There's got to be something there. I don't think it's a mass hypnosis. That could be one possibility, but I think there's something there, and there's something very bizarre why we haven't found them. Now, one recent thing that came up when I was listening to a podcast is these are very intelligent creatures, so they clean up sites and campsites and their bedding area, and they don't want to be found, so they try to wipe out their own trace. So there's that. Then there's the whole woo factor. I do subscribe to some of that, where there's something paranormal going on, and that's part of the reason why they've been able to hide and just remain so mysterious. But it's just really interesting. But one thing I wanted to talk about was actual science, and if you look at it from a scientific aspect, so there's several theories out there that I will reference. So right now we've got Three-Eye Atlas. It's that comet, interstellar visitor. It's coming into our solar system, or it's already in our solar system. And then we've got, what's his name, Ave Lobi, that, says, I believe that this is a spacecraft from, outside our solar system. And scientists as a whole, I would say the majority of them and a lot of the public, even though it's fun to think about, will just kind of ridicule him and say, no, it's totally not true. But if you think about it from his scientific mind, maybe there's more of a chance of it not being true, but you can't completely rule out the chance that it's not true. It's just like the simulation theory. Are we as human beings on this earth living in a simulation? Probably not, but you cannot completely, for 100% chance, rule out that we're not. You can't completely rule it. There's always that very small possibility that we are living in a simulation, because you can't really prove it one way or another. And really one that I really like is dark matter. Now, dark matter has been a theory for decades that they believe, there's this dark matter in the universe, but that's all it's been. It's a theory. They have not been able to prove it until recently. We have some evidence that some people say is proof of it. They finally found a halo of gamma rays surrounding some dark matter that as far as we know with the calculations, it could only be that, a halo of light escaping around this dark matter. And so people are now saying, that's more proof that dark matter exists. Now, with Bigfoot, I subscribe to the same theory. Possibly it's probable that Bigfoot doesn't exist. We haven't found any bones. The footage, even though I believe in the Patty footage, people they're contentious about that. Many people say that's not true. We don't have a modern bone fragment or hair sample, even though we have found some DNA evidence that just came up inconclusive and they haven't done further studying. But we don't have really strong proof yet. On the other hand, you cannot completely rule it out. From a scientific mind, you cannot completely rule out that there may be a large hominid in North America that has not been discovered yet. We discover new species of animals every year. Some of them are surprising, and you cannot completely rule it out. Now, I do get it when a lot of people, they choose not to believe it, because there does seem to be a lot of evidence on the other side saying, Bigfoot doesn't exist. And I get it. I respect that. But on the other side, I don't think you can completely rule it out. When you take in all these other factors that I have been speaking about, there is that chance that Bigfoot is real. So as long as there's that chance, we are going to keep exploring. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, we got some expeditions planned even this winter. So thanks for coming along for the ride. And if you have any proof, send me an email, message, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.